So, in today's session, let us mostly focus on this Varga charts. Okay, if anybody has interest about this Varga charts, they can ask me questions. So, according to, say, first let us understand what these Varga charts are. As all of you know, there are 12 zodiac signs in our Kalapurusha Kundali, starting from Aries to Pisces. They are also called as bhavas, and from each bhava we can study something. Say the Tanubhava, it covers everything about your life. Say second bhava, it talks about the family you are born into, and the third bhava, the second bhava speaks about the family, your finances. It also speaks about your money. Okay, it is also called as Dhana bhava. Third bhava speaks about your efforts, your initiatives. It speaks about your communication skills. It speaks about your siblings who are anchored to you. Okay. Fourth bhava speaks about your comforts. Okay. It speaks about your mother. Okay. It speaks about your mother. Next, fifth house speaks about your progeny. It speaks about your creativity. It speaks about your intelligence. Sixth bhava speaks about your diseases. It speaks about your enemies. It speaks about debts. Ripu Roga Runa. Seventh house. Mostly people think seventh house is the house of spouse, which is technically wrong. Seventh house speaks about everybody to whomsoever you come across in your daily life. Okay. It speaks about your daily life. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be very thankful to you if you subscribe to my channel, and it gives me a lot of opportunity to serve you better. Okay. Fifth house is the house. Seventh house is to whomsoever you come across in your daily life. So this eighth bhava is a hidden bhava. It is also, sixth house is also a Dusthana, first house Dusthana, and eighth house is also a Dusthana. See, ironically, this seventh house is hemmed between two malefic houses. Okay. Ninth bhava is also called as your Dharma bhava. If anybody has any questions about this Varga charts, they can definitely ask. I'll be answering those questions. Okay, ninth house speaks about your profession, 10th house speaks about your gains, 11th house speaks about your gains. So 11th house is also one more Dusthana. It's the 6th to 6th house, Rogasthana. Okay, many people think that water planets they fall in 11th house, they give excellent results, which is basically wrong. It is because it is Rogasthana in Bhavat Bhavam concept. It is Rogasthana, and 12th house is the house of your losses. Okay, many people think that is the house of your bed comforts. Bed comforts means sleep. There is no other meaning for it. So now there are Shodasa Varga charts. Apart from, I request all of you to like my channel. Okay. Now, please subscribe to my channel. It's my sincere request. Now, some questions are coming. So this Varga charts are a broader view or a magnified view of one particular house. There are 16 Varga charts: D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7, D8, D9, D10, D11, D12, D16, D20, D24, D30, D60, like this, so many Varga charts. So if anybody asks any question about any Varga chart, I am ready to answer those questions. You can proceed with your answers. I will be waiting for your question and answers. You can also WhatsApp me your questions on 8309197531. My number is 8309197531. So here is one first question. Can astrology reveal my spiritual evolution or inner path? Question is really tough question. So this person, he wants to know about his spiritual path. Which Varga chart is to be studied to understand the spiritual path of a native? Basically, here we have to study the D20. If you study the D20 chart, you will get to know the spiritual beliefs about everything. It also speaks about your mantra sadhana, meditation, and spiritual depth, etc. This house is the house which speaks about all these things. Okay, I request all of you to subscribe my channel, or if you have any questions, you can definitely send them to my mobile number 8309197531. Let me repeat, 8309197531. So here, one more question is there. There are so many planets in our natal chart. Whether how this native wants to know whether a planet really is delivering good results or not. See here, what helps us is D9 chart, the Navamsa chart. Here, the Navamsa chart plays a vital role while answering this kind of questions. You have to see the planetary positions in D1 chart and D9 chart as well. See, if a planet is exalted in D1 chart but debilitated in D9 chart, it gives debilitation results but not exaltation results. So that is why D9 chart you have to go into, helps you to go into the roots of one particular planet or a house and analyze it. This is where D9 chart is also called as the magnified view of ninth house, your dharmasthana. For marriage purposes also we mostly see this dharmasthana. See here there is a question, sir, what is the result of 4 planets in one particular Rasi? See, most people say there is a misconception among the public that this is Sannyasa Yoga, which is not correct. Actually, we have to say what planets are conjunct and are really there. If they are in close conjunction, 5 degrees conjunction only, we can say that there is 4 planet close conjunction in one particular Rasi. Otherwise, they are at least if they are 670 degrees apart from each other, we can go as if they are not conjunct with each other, but they are present in one Rasi. We have to see what bhava laws they are for you and which house they are in conjunction. So this is how we can judge the results of that 4 planet conjunction. Next question, please. So this native, he wants to know his relations with his parents. Here, this native has to study the D12 chart. If you study D12 chart very close and understand the D12 chart, it reveals everything about your parents. Varga Samsa chart you have to study. But every time you have to study the Rasi chart. To study any Varga chart, you need Rasi chart as well. You cannot study this Varga charts as independent charts. Okay, I request all of you to subscribe to my channel. So here, one native, he wants to study what kind of luxury life he can enjoy. You study D16 chart, Shoda Samcha chart, you will get to know about it. Sir, I don't analyze this personal charts and this public forum. You can always message your horoscope to me on 8309197531. I will try to answer there. So here there is one native. Sorry, sir, I don't read names. Okay, I don't read names. After some few days or a few months, if I like, I will try to read out the names. But as of now, I don't want to read the names. My mobile number is 8309197531. Let me repeat, 8309197531. Okay. This one native, he wants to study about his profession. Much important. We live for our for that all of us are engaged in one particular profession, right? You have to study D9, D10 chart for it. Dasamsa. One native, he wants to know about his enemies. See, Rogasthana, that Ripu Roga Runa, D6. It is a magnified view of 6th house of your natal chart. D6. You have to study the D6 chart. Division chart 6. Next question, please. Next question, please. See, earlier, this native wants to know about his marriage and married life. Earlier also I answered during this session only. We have to study the Navamsa chart, D9 chart. D9 chart we have to study. So, this native wants to study when will I get some inherited property, something like that. When will I inherit some property, how to study that? You see, you have to study Astamamsa, D8 chart for it. Is the magnified view of 8th house of your natal, of your Rasi Kundali. Request all of you to subscribe my channel, please. It's a request. This gentleman is asking about wealth. So these are all some, everybody is asking very, very important questions and which we encounter every day. So he wants to study how much wealth he is going to have. You have to study the D2 chart. Sir, if I get any personal horoscope questions once more, I am going to ignore them. Yes, I am an audio astrologer as well. So one fellow is saying, one gentleman, sorry for using this unparliamentary word like fellow. He is not enjoying his good terms with his brother siblings. So let us say he did not mention about younger siblings. Let us say younger siblings. You study D3 chart. KP is Krishnamurti Paddhati. I will answer it to you in a separate session, sir. This session is dedicated only for Varga chats. I request all of you to subscribe to my channel. So now one person, he wants to know about this progeny. Progeny means our children. You study D7 chart, Saptamamsa chart. Magnified view of 5th house of your natal chart is Saptamamsa chart. So he wants to know about windfall, luck. Say luck, let us say lottery, something like that. You study 11th house of your chart. You study D11 chart. So this person is really very crazy. He wants to know about his death. Much awaited question. So far this question has not come. And this you have to study from the 8th house of your natal chart, and D8 chart side by side, D6 and D8 you have to side by side, you have to study, so that you will get the final answer. Anybody else? Real estates, fixed properties. You have to study D4 chart. You study D4 chart. Chaturdhamsa. So everybody is asking so many interesting questions. Now the question is about education. Which divisional chart we have to study for education? It is D24. Chaturvimsamsa. Here is one question about D30 chart. Basically, I don't want to speak in public about this D30 chart. Sorry. It's always you have to study with Lagna chart and Sodasa Varga chart, sir. You cannot study individual this Varga charts in their independent capacity. They have nothing. You have to study their the position of planets in Sodasa Varga chart in their relation to Lagna chart. Then only they give correct results. That too, if you have correct data, but if you don't have correct data, but this charts, Varga charts will not give correct results. So anything else? Anything else? I think most of the questions I addressed. Anything else? Question is asking why D13 is missing. Why D13, D14, D15 are missing. See, D13, D14, D15 are not so difficult, but Sage Parasara, he did not give them. So that's why we are not following him. But if you really have any interest in Vedic astrology, you can really start making D13, D14, D15 charts. Nobody denied. You can go ahead and give. 17, 18, 19 are also missing. You can even use them and study them. No objection at all. So any other questions about Varga charts? This session is restricted only to Varga charts. Thank you very much for a wonderful session. I wish you all a Godspeed. Thank you very much for being with me. Goodbye and God bless you all.